Bipolar disorder is a brain disorder that causes unusual shifts in the moods depression and mania. Those with bipolar tend to experience these moods much stronger than the average person, making their outrageous behavior very noticeable to the outside world. People often misunderstand the symptoms of bipolar as they're shown in the media, where a character suddenly shifts from happy to sad and then 5 minutes later back to happy again. This leads people who notice a quick change in their own moods to wonder, could I be bipolar? In reality, the depressive and manic episodes from bipolar don't happen in the short time spans of just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even a day. Instead, they usually happen for several weeks or even months, and the episodes are noticeably stronger, especially when depressed. For people who have bipolar and are feeling down, many symptoms are similar to those of depression. Every thought is consumed in sadness. They have feelings of worthlessness, excessive guilt, fatigue, inability to concentrate, abnormal weight gain or weight loss, insomnia, or abnormally oversleeping, and they may even have thoughts of suicide. When flipped to the other side, mania displays feelings of extreme energy, restlessness, and irritability. They are overly confident in themselves, talking fast and erratic. They have high energy and excessive need for activity. They need much less sleep, even only 3 hours would be more than enough. They have no self-control and spend money recklessly, and they are easily irritated when things don't go their way. People with bipolar will display different abnormal mood changes on various intervals. For example, they could be depressed for 3 to 4 months, then return back to their normal self for a few months, then manic for a couple of months, and then back to their normal self again. It's not necessarily that the occurrence of both moods will take place one after the other. They could be depressed, normal, depressed again, normal again, and then manic or manic first and then depressed after that. Bipolar disorder can affect anyone of any gender, age, or profession, but it is most commonly found in 16 to 24-year-olds, since it's an emotional turning point in people's lives. 1 out of 100 people are bipolar. Bipolar disorder occurs from an imbalance of chemicals in the brain. It's often triggered by a traumatic event, and when it occurs once, it can easily happen again without any triggers. By regularly taking the prescribed medications, maintaining enough sleep, and cutting out alcohol and caffeine, those suffering with bipolar can manage their symptoms and continue on living their lives. Bipolar can be very different from other mental disorders, in that it only affects the mood and it doesn't cause speech impairment or auditory and visual hallucinations. This means that people around them can observe their behavior and be understanding and supportive by listening and giving them encouragement during their depression, dissuading them in their mania, and assuring that they consult a psychiatrist.